Welcome to the High Performance Man podcast. I am your host, John Fayocavitz. On this show, I interview successful men who have built impressive careers in businesses, founders, CEOs, senior leaders, and professionals who have operated at a high level for years. We talk about what actually made them successful. So the goal is simple: to learn directly from men who have done it so we can apply those insights into our own careers, businesses, and lives and continue raising our own standard of performance. The show is sponsored by the Prime Performance Method. The Prime Performance Method is designed specifically for high-performing men who have achieved success in their careers but feel like their body and energy have taken a hit along the way. We help busy professional men regain strength, regain energy, feel younger without the long workouts, extreme dieting, and disrupting their demanding schedule. So if you're a high-performing man who wants to feel as strong and energized as you are successful, message me, John Fayocavitz, on LinkedIn. On today's show, we have Edward Eichstetter, who is the owner of EKU, where he is responsible for the commercial success of EKU. Welcome, Ed. I appreciate you coming on. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. Okay. So what is EKU? What do we do? What are we dealing with EKU?
I mean, it's an automation company, which started early in the days doing oil and gas products, and we have evolved into lately in a automation for power generation company, where we are now dealing with microgrids and big behind the meter power sites.
Okay. So it's all automation, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So my next question will really, after I find out what your business was, is this: what's the most important lesson you've learned so far that's helped you become successful in that business?
Yeah, many lessons. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
go
think
ahead. Explain whatever you want. It's your
Yes,
show, man.
yes. I don't think one lesson is, but the one I would say, um the the all of this, I would call it cliches of being successful now. You need to be in a big market, and uh, you need to have a great team. You need to have great customers, and this type of things are all the typical cliches are true. I would say, yeah. But the important part is more into the details of it. Yeah, I mean, for example, I'm gonna give an example of EKU. We started doing something in a very niche market, very small market, and we developed a product that actually helped us to build a very nice platform, automation platform, um, within that niche market. Yeah, and obviously, at some point, that market stagnated because it was not big enough. But we had now a tool and a very nice product that we could actually sell into a very, very big market, where we are right now in the power generation market, which is booming because all of this AI data centers that are happening. And and um, and then for me, that was like, oh, this is true. Yeah, I mean, you really need to go and look at the market volume. Yeah, but at the same time, if you look at that market volume and you enter there without experience, it's very difficult to penetrate. Yeah,
Right.
and that's kind of what you hear only one side of the part, but the other part is, to really get into those type of markets, you need to really be very good, and you need to develop your products and company and maybe in a place that allows you to do it. Yeah,
Right.
and that has been one of the lessons that I learned a lot. Because um, now that we are in this big market, uh, we have a very stable product that we can actually go and be successful at.
Okay. So if I'm getting it right, you started in a very small, specific niche.
Yeah.
Is that and then you took that niche and went into larger markets?
Yes, correct. Yeah. And again, I mean, um,
What was the niche? The small
the,
niche.
the niche, it was in the oil and gas frac market,
Okay.
when we started 2013, 2014. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Out of Germany. I mean, our company is German. Yeah.
Mhm.
We were looking into the frac market, and it was a market that had 70, almost 80% idle time on their engines. Yeah,
Right.
and we developed a battery product for that market to eliminate or reduce idle to 5-10%. Yeah, so there was
Wow.
a big win. Yeah, and these engines they're consumed during idle uh, 10, 15 gallons. Yeah, depending on the engine. Yeah. And then
Right.
there was a huge return of investment in this particular very niche product, and solving a very, very
Specific problem.
specific problem. Yeah, um, and the market uh, it's um, uh, it's limited because pretty much it's here in the U.S. Yeah,
Right.
and now it's growing a little bit to Canada and well, and to Argentina. And Canada had something, but it was not as big as the U.S. Yeah, so we could focus a lot on this, and we could develop the platform because we all use our own hardware, we all use our own software, our own firmware, our own IoT system, yeah, and that help us to actually develop all of these features, yeah.
Wow. That's excellent. Do you have a lot? Do you have a lot of employees?
Right now we are, I would say, plus minus 100, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it based all in Houston, or is your business in Houston, or is it all over?
Yeah, well, we have I would say 60 persons in Germany, for
Okay.
well, I would say 35 here in the US and 5 in Argentina. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, that's great. And you started it what year?
I I started working on this 2013, and the company officially exists since 2015. Yeah.
Okay. So 10 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's been quite all right.
Now, how do you go about your marketing strategy? What do you use for is it word of mouth, or do you have a marketing team?
Well, right now we have a marketing team. At the beginning, it was more having results. Yeah, and I say this is also a good lesson to learn too. You can have the best product, the best service, but if you don't have results for the customer that you can prove that, then who cares? Yeah, I mean you need to
Right.
really prove it. Yeah,
Right.
and that was that was I would say our marketing strategy at the beginning. Yeah,
Okay.
where we really try to build our brand around having results. Yeah,
Hmm.
and and obviously in some of this, we went through few crises, oil and gas crisis, COVID, and all kinds of things. Yeah, and
Uh-huh.
somehow we always survived. Yeah,
That's great.
and the reason of that was we really had results. Nowadays, we have a fantastic marketing person, um, and a designer which is in Argentina, and obviously with all the new AI tools, this has become a lot easier than in the past. Yeah?
Yes. AI has really changed everybody's life, I think.
Oh yeah, it's been a game changer. Yeah.
I mean, it's some of the things that they take weeks or months are now done in matter of days.
Yes. No, I mean, so different than this big companies like Google or Meta or the big ones. They are reducing the personnel because of AI, and we are in a growing path.
Yeah,
But we, for example, in the last 2 years, we have almost triplicated our output, and we have not grown our team. Yeah,
that's great.
and big part of that is the correct use of AI. Yeah? And it's incredible that we have a task tool, for example, that now you put the requirements in there, software requirements, and then the AI reads it, generates you the code, if it can do it, and even finalize the task itself. Yeah, and then if it cannot finalize the task itself, it just put it in progress and waiting for someone else to put more information.
Right.
And it's impressive. It's just
That's
very impressive. Yeah.
awesome. Awesome. All right. My next question, Ed, what do you think hinders a lot of men today from reaching their full potential?
I think most people just don't try.
They don't
it's very
try.
s- yes, it's very very simple. Um, they people
You
just
think
need
it's
to be.
fear?
Yes, it's fear. It's I mean, when we started, I told our my partner said that we need to do it now because we were single, no kids, and etc. Yeah? And that definitely did help. Yeah, but and obviously nowadays, I mean, we didn't make a lot of money at that time. I think our first year I think I made 12,000 euros in a year. Yeah?
Right.
And yeah, so you cannot survive with a family and kids and schools and all kind of things with that money. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um, and you need that type of commitment. Yeah. And I say there's either that or you do it with some experience. I don't know, you've been working for a company for 20 years, you have some money saved and etc. And you just need to take that risk. Yeah. And that's what I believe most people
Yep.
don't do. Yeah.
Right. Okay. They're afraid of failure, so I would say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, uh,
But failure to me is growth. I mean, because you
absolutely.
learn from that.
Yes. I mean, if you're afraid of failure, don't do your company.
Yeah, exactly.
The-
Exactly.
your companies are built out of failure. That's the reality. You need to fail a lot, and you need to fail fast. Yeah. So you don't get too stuck on the failure and move on. Yeah.
Right. Beautiful. All right. My next question. For most men on the road to business or professional success, okay, other areas of their life get sacrificed. What's been one of the areas of your life that has suffered, if there has been? But where do you like to be successful now, too? So that's like a two-part. It's like, has an area of your life suffered? And this could be a transition from where you started in 2015, something happened, and then transition to today. But where would you like to be successful now, too?
Yeah. I mean, it is a very tough road, and I wouldn't say that it suffers, but definitely as your family grows and etc. It's they and I would say you need to have clear expectations with your family because a company it needs to become part of your family. Yeah, because if not, things will go south very very quickly. Yeah,
Right.
and the me and my two partners, so the three of us. Now, between the three of us, we have 7 kids, and we are still married, and it's in a way I think I see it as a success, but definitely the family did have an impact, yeah, because we do spend a lot of time working, yeah?
Okay.
um, and then where we want to be successful, I think um, outside of work is kind of the question, correct?
Yes.
Um, um, some, I mean, I
Take
think
your
it's a
time.
never-ending story. The company, yeah. So
Right.
obviously, you want to spend more time with your family, but it happens, yeah. Over time, with the company, when you hire people and you have like 100 employees, yeah. There are certain things that allows you to spend more time with your family and some flexibility, yeah.
Okay. Have
But the I would say it's not the flexibility that people think. Yeah,
right.
even my wife's at the beginning was, oh no, you're the boss, you can do whatever, and I'm like, exactly the contrary, you cannot do whatever. It's you have a lot of responsibility, not only for your families. I mean, at the end, if you have 100 people working for you, this is probably 100 families, yeah, and they depend on this, yeah.
Have you taken the time, or since the transition from the 2015 and now, um, um, consciously taken and say, okay, I'm going to take this time for my family?
Yes, I mean, I mean, before the company, the founders and myself, yeah, we were building race cars. So we
Oh, wow.
yeah, so we dedicated ourselves to that too, yeah. and we learn a lot from that. And one of the deals that we made pretty much at the beginning was like, look, I mean, if after a season of building a race car, you are exhausted, yeah, and then it took us like 2 or 3 months to really come
Recover.
back, yeah, and recover, yeah, and then the reality is, we said to ourselves, look, I mean, we need to last 10 years, and and it doesn't change. I mean, after 10 years, you are still grinding quite a lot, and you know, you need to really find time to reset and get
Okay.
your, you know, your mind and your body back to a state where you can actually make good decisions. Yeah.
Great. And which leads me, I mean, it was a perfect lead into my next question. Where do you find yourself at peace?
Oh, myself in nature. I like to go to remote places, and enjoy the nature. I think that's one of the things that I enjoy the most, and I find myself in peace when I am doing those type of things. Yeah.
Okay. So you tune out work completely.
Yes. I mean, uh, uh, I mean, it's at the beginning it was not very possible. Nowadays, it's a bit more possible that I can take a week or two and really completely disconnect. Yeah. Which is important too. Yeah.
Do you have any kind of hobbies that you like to just go into too?
Over the last 10 years, they have changed. Yeah, I mean, I like to travel a lot. I've been pretty much in every continent of the world. Yeah,
Wow.
so that's something that you cannot call it a hobby, but I like to get to know cultures and etc. Yeah, we're privileged. I think we have over 25 different nationalities in our company. Yeah,
Wow.
And I'm always very interested in the different cultures around the world. Yeah,
Right.
because they affect the way you work, the way you see things, and etc. And I think if you want to be successful, you need to also understand what the way things the other people see things. Yeah, so that's kind of a hobby. And lately, I'm a lot into baseball because my son is a lot into baseball, and I need to play baseball with him every single day.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Did you play baseball?
No, this is a new hobby.
A new hobby.
Yes,
Okay.
and here in Texas is quite big, and
Oh, in Texas, Texas, it's big everything.
yes, it's big everything. Yes,
I mean,
and not so big in football or soccer. Yeah,
yeah.
but definitely baseball is very popular here in
Now, how old is he?
5.
5? Oh,
Yeah.
is he hitting it off the tee?
No, he's already pitching. I'm pitching to him
Really?
already. Yes, and that's quite impressive.
I was gonna say, usually at that age, they're hitting off the tee.
No. My son is already getting coach pitched, and he is hitting the ball quite good. Yeah.
Great. Great. My next question. Do you have some sort of a routine that you follow? Like, is there anything that you get up in the morning and say, this is a non-negotiable? I do it every day. You know, is there some kind of a morning routine you may do? Or
Yes. I any changes to, I mean, in particular when you have babies, they
yeah,
destroy kind of those type of morning routines. But one thing that I really did for many times, and I have another 2 years old, and he's not sleeping very well right now. Yeah. But is I spend time meditating in the morning. Yeah.
good.
And that gave me a lot of peace too. Yeah. Just
Right.
having a meditation, and it's not very difficult. I mean, at the end, uh, it really helped me to set up the days, because I'm quite busy. I have I mean, sometimes 14, 15 meetings in a day. Yeah.
Wow.
and then and at the same time I need to work, yeah, because I tell my wife many times I come back home and I'm like, I didn't do anything today. I was just meeting after meeting after meeting. Yeah, I just need to work a
Wow.
little bit. Yeah.
So you don't have set schedule or anything like that. You just do when it's needed.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. All right. And my last question is this. If you were to give one piece of advice to other men that are starting on their journey, okay, to making it business or achieving success, what would that be?
My advice is don't overthink it. Yeah? That will be um uh a lot of people, they get stuck so much in the idea, and it's not so much about the idea. It's a lot more about uh having an idea, but at the same time being flexible that the idea might not be what you're actually going to be doing. Yeah.
Right.
And people get too stuck on the idea. Yeah.
Right.
And then a good example is even us. Yeah. We started with an idea and in creating a natural gas hybrid for frac. Yeah. And actually that was not our first product. And 10 years later, we came to that solution in a different way, and it looks a bit different. Yeah. We built an electric frac. We built power generation for that frac. We had all the distribution system for it. And our initial idea was to do this in one single trailer or skid. Yeah.
Right.
And at the beginning, we came out we came to this conclusion that this was very expensive, very difficult to get the capital to get those done, and we pivot multiple times, but 10 years later we have it. Yeah,
I was just going to say that the ability to pivot. Okay, and you just came up with that.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and then and again, it's that's yeah, don't get stuck on the idea. That's will be my recommendation. Yeah.
Don't be pig-headed.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, it's my way all the time or whatever. This idea is going to be this. You may have to pivot some way or another.
Yeah, and like I mean, like business plans. Business plans are very important, but the day you finish it, it changed. So.
You're so right.
Yeah, so that's kind of the way I see it. Yeah, and but at the same time, you need to do it because the process of doing it is gonna help you to start figuring out things that you have not think of, and that's why I say at the moment you finish it is already your mind has already changed into what actually you want to do and what the vision is. Yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome. Well, Ed, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Okay. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to be on. Your insights and learning about your business and your insights of how successful your business is and how you got there is great. Okay. My audience is going to love this. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
You're so welcome. And as a reminder, everyone listening, this is brought to you by the Prime Performance Method, where I help high-performing men rebuild strength, energy, and confidence without sacrificing their careers. So if you feel ready as strong as your body as you are successful, message me at John Fayocavitz on LinkedIn. Until our next episode, perform strong in all areas of your life.